second, the pot maker. This is the fourth section of the story. Today I am going to finish with the exercises and all. Let us see how much we can do. In the meantime, you take out your books and notebooks and books and all, and note down whatever I tell you, whatever meanings I tell you, whatever answers I make you write down, because this is live class, just like it is done in the school. It's not like YouTube class where the chapter is just completed with one go, and then you are asked to post your queries, and then the teacher keeps on ignoring the queries and all. No, your queries will be answered right over here, and each and every problem will be sorted out. You just need to be focused and attend the video. In case you miss the video, then you go to YCT channel, class 9th and CBSE, and they will get all the previous videos as well as the current video. All the information will get. You just keep on liking, subscribing and sharing the channel, which is the real treat to us, to me and to my team. Okay, so let's begin without wasting time. Let's begin. Continue the chapter from which we left yesterday or in the last turn. So we have read that finally, after the village council was over, after Mesoba, the father of Scintilla, was warned by the council members of the village, the old council members of the village, to teach their daughter the art of pot making, because it was not just an art, not just a skill, but was a symbol of tradition of the village, irrespective of the low income and tiring work. But that skill must pass on to the other generation, upcoming generation. So for the next 1 year, Scintilla's mother, Arenla, tried to teach her pot making without encouraging her. Just used to leave the lump of clay and asked her to make the pot, and she failed. So she never encouraged her, but she used to come and transform that lump into a beautiful pot, showing Scintilla her own skill, which made Scintilla depressed and upset, because her mother was not encouraging her. From the very beginning, she did not want her to get into the art of pot making, but due to her insistence, she tried to teach her, but with you can say with little focus, or not wholeheartedly. In the meantime, she was sent to hostel to live with other young girls under the supervision of Onula, a middle-aged widow lady whom they call auntie. When she saw her condition, then she tried to encourage her, tried to teach her, tried to pamper her, tried to boost her confidence, and finally she learned the art of pot making. And then she returns and she starts making pot with her mother. And one day, while she was making pot with her mother complained that she was not well, and she went to have some rest after making a batch of pots, and she asked Scintilla to continue, though she was unwilling to do it all alone. But still she continued, and she could see that she was able to convert the lump of clay into beautiful pots. Now अब वो pot बना ले रही थी, and finally she made as much of pots as she could, but was just little one short in count to her mother's made pots. Only one pot she was one pot count she was less than her mother. Means she gained the speed and accuracy in a very short time. She was a quick learner, but the only thing she needed was a little bit focus, and above all, little bit encouragement that was provided to her by Onula, and the result was that she was transformed into an excellent or skilled pot maker. Let us continue. Exhausted from the labor, she decided to go into the house and join her mother for lunch. Now, after making the pot, she was exhausted. Who? Centilla. And she decided to go to her hut or to her home to join her mother for lunch. When she reached the threshold means threshold. Wait. Threshold. Threshold means entrance. Threshold means entrance of the house. So when she reached the threshold, she found her mother lying on the floor. She found her mother. Who was her mother? Her in-law. She was lying on the floor. She was not breathing. Scintilla ran towards the common area in the village for help. So she saw that her mother was lying on the floor and she was not breathing. So she ran for help in the village. The villager raced to the house and sent for Mesoba. Then the villager called her husband or Scintilla's father or Scintilla's mother's husband, Mesoba, to the house. They sent a message to him. When Anla's body was being carried out of the house, the next morning, Scintilla ran after it. So, when her body was being carried out from the house, the next morning she ran after the body, shouting, "Mother, I did not wish it to happen this way." Means she did not want the things to happen like that. It simply came to me. Please forgive me. Means she was regretting. Means she was just full of regret that she did not want to trouble her mother for learning the pot making art. It was she said that it just came to her in mind. It was her basic instinct from inside, and she was regretting that why she insisted to her mother to learn the pot making. It just simply came to me. Please forgive me. Those who heard her did not understand what she meant, except for Anula. So nobody could understand what this girl Scintilla meant, except that middle-aged lady Anula. She intuitively intuitively means based on intuition, based on intuition or feelings, based on intuition or feelings. So she intuitively sensed that something momentous had happened. Momentous means in a moment or significant. Momentous means significant. Something significant means important. Something important had happened. On her way back, Allah noticed that the door to the work shed was slightly ajar. Ajar means open. slightly open. So she just want this girl was regretting, I think, for insisting for making the pot also, and that she made the pot in equal number to her mother, just only one shot. So she was regretting, and nobody could understand except Odula. So on her way back home, she just went to the workplace and opened the door a little bit, slightly opened the doors of the shed. Also, it was slightly open already. Out of curiosity, curiosity, curiosity. Curiosity means eagerness. Curiosity means eagerness. So, out of curiosity, she stepped inside and abruptly stopped in her tracks. So, she went inside the workplace and then, in a very abrupt manner, in a very awkward manner, stopped herself. Stopped in her tracks. Two neat rows of newly made pots stood side by side. Means there was two rows of pots which were neatly made and kept side by side. She could find nothing to tell one batch from the other. Means she was unable to distinguish. She was unable to distinguish or find any difference from one batch of pot to the other. One batch was made by Scintilla's mother and the other was made by Scintilla herself. So there was no difference. Means at a very young age, in a very short time, she became so skilled that she managed to reach the standard of a mother, to reach the skill level of a mother in making the pots. She was sure that it was not the handwork of one person alone. Now she knew that it was not done by one person alone because the pots were kept in two lines. So she knew that one of the rows was made by her mother and the other was by Scintilla herself. Anla stood there for a long time as if trying to absorb a new phenomenon. Phenomena means unusual incident. Unusual incident. She was unable to absorb a new phenomena. Slowly she walked away from the place of wonder. It was a place, why it was called the place of wonder? Place of surprise. It was a place of surprise because the place was that where two rows of uh, beautifully made pots were kept. It appeared that it was the reality that the pots were of very standard quality, as if made by a very skilled person. And yes, one row was made by a very skilled person, that was Anella, the mother of Scintilla, and the other row too, which was made by Scintilla, was no less than in comparison to her mother's batch of pots. So two standard row of pots were kept without any difference from each other, one by mother and the other by daughter, who was a quick learner, and due to her insistence, determination, and love for her passion, managed to learn the difficult art of pot making within no time by the little encouragement of the lady Onula, and which her mother herself could not believe her eyes. So finally Onula walked away from the place of wonder, as she considered it to be, because she believed that she had witnessed A profound revelation is powerful, profoundly powerful or deep. Powerful or deep realization. It was a powerful, profound revelation for her to see this, to witness this, to witness uh, Scintilla transforming into a very skilled pot maker in the two batches of still moist pots, standing as side by side in perfect symmetry, in a very perfect order inside the shed. A new pot maker was born. And finally, a new pot maker was born, and that was Scintilla. Scintilla. So this was the story. Reading of the story is finished. We have finished the reading of the story. If you understood, it's good. If you have not understood any part, so I am going to give you right now the key points of the story. You note it down, or you put your question, your queries, and I will love to. I would love to sort it out or provide answers to it. But do not forget to like, subscribe, and share the channel. Okay, YCT channel. So okay, let us do the key points. Key points. Okay, let us do the key points. Okay, now key points. Okay, I'll begin the key points on a new page. The pot maker. These key points will be very helpful to you in for revision during exam time and all. Okay, first one, the story is about Scintilla, a young village girl who dreams, who dreams of becoming a pot maker. Okay, next, her mother, Arella, is a skilled pot maker, but wants Scintilla to learn the art of weaving. Scintilla's mother, Arella, herself is a skilled pot maker. Pot maker but wanted her daughter to become a weaver, as it was more comfortable and profitable. It was more comfortable and profitable job. Keep on noting out these points. These points are very important, okay? So Scintilla was a girl, a young age girl who wanted to become a pot maker, but on the other hand, her mother, her in-law, herself was a skilled pot maker. She knew the pros and cons of that job. That's why she wanted her daughter, Scintilla, to become a weaver instead of pot maker, because that job, becoming a weaver, was more comfortable and more profitable. But Scintilla is determined to follow her passion. Scintilla was determined to follow her passion at any cost. At any cost. So Scintilla was determined to follow her passion. Passion means means the obsession, the inclination towards pot making. So she wanted to follow her passion for pot making. Okay. She okay. So what she does? I hope you are noting out these points. 3 points are here. Next I am continuing. If you miss, then go to the YCD channel on YouTube and class 9, 10 CBSE, and you will find out all the thing which I have taught. Each and every single video is there. Okay, let's see the 4 point. So she was determined to follow a passion of pot making. That's why she secretly observes pot makers to learn the skill. Secretly observes the pot makers to learn the skill anyhow. Next point. Village elders believe traditional skills must continue. Village elders believed that traditional skills must continue. Must continue to pass on. So they convinced Scintillas parents to teach her pot making. Okay, so villagers, you understand the council of villages called, sent for Mesoba, sent her father, and he was called over there, and there they cautioned him that the art must pass on to the younger generation. So means Aranela, Sanjala's mother, must teach her the art of pot making, because it was not only a way of living, a way of earning, but it was a symbol of their tradition. Okay. Sandila begins her training, but she begins her training, but finds pot making extremely difficult. Extremely difficult, and fails repeatedly. Next, so she tries to learn the art of pot making, but it was very difficult. She could not cope up with it and fails many times. Means fails number of times. Then what happens? After many failures, she gets upset and discouraged. She gets upset and discouraged. She lost her hope. She gives up. Then what happens? Then a miracle happens. That middle-aged that middle-aged woman, Anula, comes in life. So a kind, middle-aged widow, Anula, teaches her, teaches and encourages her patiently. She started teaching her the art and also encouraged her when she failed. So that these are the new points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3, the 8 points. Next, after being encouraged by Anula, what happens? With practice guided now. With regular practice, practice, guidance, and hard work. Scintilla finally learns pot making. Now she finally learns pot making. She becomes a skilled pot maker successfully. Next point. Finally, her dream of becoming a pot maker comes true. So these are the points, key points, which you can go through to understand the story in a nutshell. Now, after this comes your theme of the story. So whenever you study any poem or any story or any prose, any novel, any drama, we must know the theme of it. जिसे हिंदी में सार कहते हैं, ठीक है ना? So according to me, the theme which is given in short, theme is hard work. Hard work and patience. Hard work and patience, according to me, is the theme. Hard work and patience. Now, so whenever we give the theme of any poem or any chapter, any novel, any drama, we should also explain it briefly. We should support it with a brief explanation. Okay. So, according to me, the theme is hard work and patience. How it is supported by the point? So, it is because despite failing many times, Sindla learns the art of pot making with her hard work and patience. So, despite it is why this theme, so we'll explain. It is because despite facing many failures, Scintilla learns the art of pot making with her hard work, patience, and courage. This is your theme. That despite facing many failures, Sindla learns the art of pot making with her patience, courage, and hard work. So, this chapter's reading is over. I have given the key points along with the theme and its explanation. So all the reading part and explanation part is over. Now, since it's CBSE board, you all know that there are exercises in between the chapters. So while reading the first part of the chapter, there was one exercise which we did. Two questions were there. Now, at the end of this chapter, there are so many exercises and extracts referring to context and all, which we have to solve, and that I promise you to get it done in my next session. So, hope you understood it well. Hope you will be able to comprehend the chapter in the better manner as I explained you. Those who have missed the class or could not attend the class, they could easily go to YCT channel and click on the YouTube and click over there for YCT channel class 19 CBSE and can easily find all the videos related to the literature part, where the first chapter was done, How I Taught My Grandmother by Sudhamurthy. Then the poem was there by Subramania Bharati, Bharat Our Land. And then also this chapter, all the videos, The Pot Maker by Temsula Ao. So that's it for today. Keep on liking, subscribing and sharing the channel to boost up our confidence for making more videos in future. In next video, I shall be doing the question answers and other exercises related to this chapter. Till then, goodbye. God bless you. Thank you.